EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears.
Let's go, buddy.
Ready, set.
Mike, 51.
Pilot, 64, weak.
I'm on. Check three.
Hey, Charlie. 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Three bucks.
Hey, Echo. Be driven.
Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
You go tight. You got tight right there. Out.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Mike
51.
General West.
50.
They'll run on first down. Red. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go.
Ready.
2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Jet bomber.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Hey, we got number 53. Watch the flood.
Get it.
On first down, Red. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set, cut, and read. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Fisher. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Here we go.
Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st down, Red. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down and inches. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 or. 80 weapons.
Say.
Yep. Motion. Hey, exit.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Big grip.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because he just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Fisher. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On 1st down, Fisher. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on 1st down. Sweep. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Bilal Nichols gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll drop the throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Slip, squeeze. Hey, zoom. Look at me. Door, hit it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Bravo. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ramirez. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Go. 18 Gators.
Stop your whining.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch right, watch right. Watch right, watch right.
61, matchbox lights. 5.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
And the Jets first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check the out read.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now! Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. 51's the mic. 51.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Ramirez. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled. And take it.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to look deep down and got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
From the gun, it's Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check three, check three, check three.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch twist.
X3, 218, chopper.
Hey, 1-7, check.
Go, jackrabbit. Hit it.
They'll look to throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Not today. Check 4, check 4.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets have taken the lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Shit.
25, check 25.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Back now at Soldier Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll look to throw. And able to find Green. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ramirez. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, Haywood.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's get that.
Hey, high 7.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
And the blitz does come. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 47 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Let's go.
2nd and 5. He's got Green. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. And this is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 10-yard touchdown run as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here we go with Haskins. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Haskins to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, Red. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo. Go. Now.
2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, exit. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Ready?
Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes right side. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Jets, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And